last night for Toronto. Not only was he the MIP this year, the most improved player in the league, last night he was the best player on the floor in Game 1 of the NBA Finals. Look at him doing work all over the floor. Here as he's driving through the tough. He was 3 for 3 at that point in the third quarter. His third quarter last night was spectacular. Look at the shape. Up 7 after 3 were the Raptors. Siakam 5 of 5 from the floor in that quarter. In the fourth, Siakam had made 10 straight shots. Then this wild circus shot gets that to go. 11 straight field goals for Siakam. Longest streak in the last 20 NBA Finals. And then as they're looking to close it out, here's the dagger. Siakam, no. Siakam, yes. 14 of 17. 32 points. Raptors win by 9. And your early choice for MVP of the Finals is Pascal Siakam.
Ooh. It's bigger than basketball, and every night that I go out there, I have a bigger purpose, and I play for something bigger than just basketball, and I think that's what makes it special. That every night I'm out there, no matter the result, no matter how many points I score, I'm playing for something bigger than myself.
I've heard a lot of people or him say some things this year, and they keep saying, "Are you surprised?" And he keeps saying, "No, this is what I've always envisioned for myself." So I think that's a powerful statement he makes as well. He believes in himself, and he went to work at it.
He's become a guy. And so, you got to – he put a lot of work in to get there, and I respect that. But like I said, I got to take him out of this series, and that's on me.
And Siakam, I tell you, was unbothered by the Warriors' defense last night, but the same cannot be said for his opponent. He shot 9 of 12 on contested attempts in the game last night. Meanwhile, the Warriors as a team were 10 of 44 on those shots. All right, our special reunion starts now.
We gonna shock the world! I told you we gonna shock the world!
Alibaba is the Big Papa, it's the blue. Handsome, jasmine like a flower, it's the blue. Grant your wishes, it don't even cost $1. You rotting on the carpet when you rotting, wanna holler like. Please don't get me started. Fly like magic carpet. You ain't never had a friend, never had a friend. Never! Never had a friend, never had a friend. Never! Never had a friend like me. You ain't never had a friend like me. Never.
I've been looking forward to this. I got to tell you, joining us now live from Toronto is Jalen Rose, where he's covering the NBA Finals, and live from Ann Arbor, Michigan, where he was yesterday introduced as the new head coach of the. I'm just going to.
Got the keys to the program. Hercules.
Jalen, I'm not going to lie to you.
I love that guy, man. I just love you.
I'm sitting out. Jalen, you go ahead. You take it. I just want to hear the two of you guys talk. I know that this is about Michigan basketball going forward, but I know this is a lot more than that to both of you in a lot of ways. So, Jalen, go ahead. I'm going to let you pick it up.
Juwan Howard, my brother from another mother, who I played against in high school when you guys came to Detroit. And our teams actually had a fight.
True.
The same Juwan Howard that we played in McDonald's High School All-American together, and we rearranged the rooms so that we all can talk about doing something special in Ann Arbor. The same Juwan Howard that was the grown-up in the room that the world has never seen without a haircut or a crease in his pants. The same Juwan Howard that had the level of respect that took me to Chi-Town with him every summer, okay? This is a guy that's now put himself in position, Greeny, to lead the University of Michigan program. He's disciplined, he's hardworking, it's all about his leadership. I want to congratulate you as an alum, as a friend, as a Fab Five member. We're just here to support you, your vision. I love you, and congratulations.
Thank you, my brother. Yes, everything you said just gave me chills all through my body because, that bond right there, that brotherhood, would never lose. We would never lose that. And I know how hard you've been working to try to make this day possible for me. You know how important it is to me and my family. You've seen it yesterday, how emotional I got because of the fact that this is so special, a special day for not only myself and my family, but for all of us, man. So I just want to say I love you, J. Rose, and go blue, brother.
I'll jump in quickly if I can. Juwan, I'd like to ask you the same question I asked Jalen the day that you were officially hired, and that is that for the longest time now, for 25 years, there has been a strained relationship between the university and the Fab Five. And obviously, the statement that is made by the school by hiring you, by bringing you back in as significant a way as they do, that's the end of that. That's the end of that tension. So for you, for 25 years later, what does that mean to you?
Well, it means a lot to me that first, this university, President Mark, also Ward Manuel, has really taken the confidence on and just say, you know what, I trust this man, we believe in him, and we just know he'll be the right coach to lead this program. So that meant a lot to me to say that, you know, I have the trust and the belief in this organization, which I would say a program that, you know, they know that I can do this job and I'm capable of doing this job. The relationship with the Fab Five is now coming back, and this is one step.
Juwan, for those that haven't closely followed your coaching career, you've really paid your dues under some of the best. Eric Spoelstra's leadership, winning a championship as a player, also Pat Riley, and what he does with the Miami Heat organization. Can you let the people know what to anticipate as it relates to you being the leader and the face of the program on the floor and off the floor?
Well, you said it best. I was fortunate enough to work for a championship organization like the Miami Heat, learning from a guy like Eric Spoelstra. And I say I'm from the Eric Spoelstra tree. Been 6 years in his staff, absorbing all that great knowledge. He's one of the hardest working coaches. I think he doesn't get credit for it, but he's one of the best coaches in this league. Pat Riley, sitting in meetings, listening to him speak, taking in all that knowledge, learning from him. David Fizdale, Keith Smart, Dan Craig, Chris Quinn, we all challenging each other to get better. So they helped prepare me for this day. And now that I get a chance to be a head coach, I'm prepared for this, and I'm looking forward to the challenge.
Juwan, I think a lot of us were moved when we saw how emotional you were at your news conference yesterday. I saw it all over social media. How would you put into words what that was? Where did that emotion come from yesterday?
Well, it came from what Jalen mentioned earlier. He gave you my background. Growing up from the inner city of Chicago on the south side, a kid that has been counted out. Many thought they would never, ever make it on a collegiate level, but then go to a university like Michigan, one of the prestigious universities in the world, to be able to get a degree here, to learn, to grow, to become a man. And when I left this university, I was able to accomplish my dream and goal, that's to play in the NBA. To play 19 years in the NBA, you know, that's not easy. You have to go through some adversity. Being the number one guy, then I had a role of being a number two guy, and then from there, being a role player, then coming off the bench, and then having a suit on. I played a lot of different roles, had many different hats, but going through that taught me so much about being a tough-minded individual, having that mental toughness, and just learning and growing. So then, now to have this moment after spending 6 years as an assistant coach, grinding, starting in player development, and then more importantly, just have a selfless approach to just try to learn and have that growth mindset. And to get here, you know, yesterday was just an exciting and emotional time because my grandmother always wanted me to go to the University of Michigan. She died on the day that I signed my letter of intent to attend the University of Michigan. And then thinking back to my best friend, Lamont Juice Carter, who Jalen knows very well, passed away. I just had all that thoughts going on in my head. And then that's why I said, you know, I got to let it go, let it out, and don't be embarrassed about it. So the world got a chance to see me, you know, a guy that's have emotional moments, not afraid to show it, and more importantly, embraced it.
Juwan, John Beilein did a terrific job of putting University of Michigan back on the map. And I know you have his blessing. I know you have Coach Fisher's blessing. Can you talk about their influence in your coaching over the last couple of years?
Well, Coach Fisher, I got to start with him first. After I left CVS High School in Chicago, learning from a guy by the name of Dick Cook, you know, my track record started to become even stronger and my growth started to rise even higher because being able to learn from a guy like Coach Fisher, who you and I both know, one of the best coaches, in my opinion, should be a Hall of Fame coach very soon. A guy who's a basketball genius, and learning from him how to grow to become a young man, and him and Coach Fisher trusting me and you and others, that moment right there has been special. Now, the reins has been passed to a guy like Coach Beilein, who just continued the culture that he built here and then had success doing it. I've always came back every year and just picked Coach Beilein's brain by sitting down. Sometimes we'll have meetings with Chalk Talk, just wanting to learn and grow. We built a close relationship. So now he's moving on to Cleveland Cavaliers, which I really, really, truly support him. But I know I have the utmost support from him as well.
All right, Juwan, here's the really important question in this interview. Jalen, whom I have now known for 15 years and with whom I work every single day, he always describes you as having been the adult in the room with the Fab Five. What was Jalen like? I know what he's like now. I need an in-depth description of what Jalen Rose was like when you guys were in college.
Oh, man, I tell you, everything you're getting right now, that was Jalen. He's made for this right here. TV, he never shied away from a camera, but was always smart, articulate, quick wit. That's a strong suit of his. He's quick wit, but more importantly, he's a basketball genius. A guy who came out of high school known as to be a small forward, but a guy has transformed his game, become a point guard and led us not just 1, 2, but 3 years. You know, that the fact that he's always been a smart, bright individual, but more importantly, he's always been a warrior. You know, he's doubt.
And also, Juwan, I look down at my phone ever since John Beilein left until the time you accepted the job. I cannot tell you how many people from the program have reached out to me. The General Gary Grant, Antoine Jobert, the list goes on and on. Football players, John Jansen. So many people have reached out to me to send you their utmost congratulatory support, but also to let you know that any way that we can be of support to you and the program and the young men that you're going to influence, we're all one call away.
Well, that right there means so much to me. I'm so appreciative. I'm humbled by it because, you know, those guys that you just mentioned paved the way for guys like me and you. Antoine Jobert, I had a chance to see him yesterday, and I hugged him, and I thanked him because I know I'm going to need him. I'm going to lean on him, but he's always been there for us for day one. Gary Grant, that dude is amazing, man. He's the best. And he's been texting. I know, right? That dude's hilarious, but he's special. He's done a lot for this program. Desmond Howard, you know, another guy who it means so much to me. He's a big brother, mentor. He took me up under his wing back when I was drafted by the Washington Bullets when Desmond was playing for the Washington Redskins. That's what it was, yeah. So Desmond has always been family to me, man. And I see him in Miami. I'm just so happy that I know that they're former, you know, Michigan alums, and also, you know, those who are still here. We're going to rally behind this movement. We're going to continue to build a culture here. Well, continue the culture because the culture has already been in place. Beilein has put a lot of pressure on me and others, but we're going to try to do our best to represent this university to the fullest.
All right, so for both of you guys, and I have to let you go here, for both of you, when will we see you together? When will we see all you guys on the court together?
Very soon, sir. Very soon.
ASAP.
All right, I got to leave it there. We're having a little trouble with Jalen's transmission, but I think I can hear him all the way from Toronto without even needing a microphone. Outstanding. Hey, Juwan, congratulations from all of us. It was just sort of living it vicariously through Jay. It was special for all of us to see it. Congratulations to both of you guys, and we'll see you soon.
Thanks, Greeny. Thanks, Jay Will. Appreciate you, brother. Love you, man.
You got it, Jay.
All right. Love you, J.
All right,
Rose.
let's go here. What do we have? The Warriors, we'll get back to this coming up in just a moment here. That was difficult to do, but extraordinarily well worth it. Back to game one of the finals as we continue next.